Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us. Check out IWC, RWA, and more. And listeners like you, support this show at Patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back.
And it is the Monday Mayhem Wrap-Up. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. I missed you too. I can't tell you what I missed in professional wrestling tonight because I only watched the last hour of Raw. But here to tell me what that may be is Mad Mike doing the wacky wavy arm dance of some sort. What is this? What are you doing over there?
That's my The World is Still a Hellscape. I'm trying to dance. So.
Yes, we got to be able to smile amongst all of this. So
I watched about half of the first season of Doctor Who with Christopher Eccleston today. So yeah, HBO Max is fucking awesome.
It's pretty great, actually. I got to catch up on some Doctor Who myself. I think I got some. I got at least one more season before the lady. I think is probably where I left off. But anyways, this is.
By the way, Sorg, it is officially Suns Out, Guns Out Monday.
Apparently, you're breaking.
Suns out, guns out.
You're breaking the tank top rule, sir.
You know what, Sorg?
It's hot up there. I know.
It's coronavirus.
It's
and plus our air conditioning up here has been broken. So once I get it fixed,
hey, you know what?
it'll be okay.
There's new information about the coronavirus every day as we're starting to learn more and more about this because science. And the new thing is you are less applicable to get it if you don't have sleeves. And Mad Mike is complying like a motherfucker.
Yes. Good. Sorg, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What has been the biggest time waste on television in 2020? Coronavirus,
okay,
or Charlotte Flair?
Oh.
Suck it, haters. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Every time I see Charlotte on Raw, that means I don't get no Ruby Riott. That means I don't get no Bianca Belair. That means I don't get no Liv Morgan. That means I don't get Natty, which I'm actually okay with. But, you know, those other three, they're important.
Yeah. I want
we
you
could
on
be
that.
doing this. We could be doing this with people that are better. Like where's Bianca Belair?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah,
there's actually like some wrestling stuff kind of happening, and it's not all in the muck, poisonous stuff like we had to talk about on the Wrestling Mayhem show last week. So, Mike, I want to return to it.
Mm-hmm.
What is the good in wrestling for you this week?
Oh, the good Io Shirai.
Damn straight.
And also Drake Maverick getting one over on the system.
Take that, system.
I may be in the minority on this. What the storyline was not great. But if it's true that Drake was just given the option to work, he worked and he worked and he worked and he actually got unfired or a new contract with whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Bully for him, because Drake Maverick is a fucking precious baby angel and he needs to be protected.
Either way, great guy. The friend of the show, Joe Nebraski, always has high marks for him because he knows him from his time when he was in England as well, before anybody ever heard of a Rockstar Spud. You look for some old 1PW tapes for that. But
or British Boot Camp.
British Boot Camp. Well, this is pre-British Boot Camp for that. This is Joe went over, and I think we were just talking to Bobby Williams earlier tonight about, I think he was on the same tour over there with them, and there was like a bunch of Joe and Sir James Keenan, Corey Graves was on there, and AJ and Chris, like everybody that was X Division tops over there, and everybody that was like on that next level about to break out, like Sterling James Keenan and guys like that. So. And then there was Joe Dombrowski and I believe Bobby Williams, a part of that as well. So, but anyways, I had a point for this. Where were we going with this?
Rockstar Spud, Drake Maverick,
Rockstar Spud. Yes,
yeah.
My good for this week was Todd Pettingill. My God,
literally, and William Regal channeling Lord Alfred Hayes.
Again, like the In Your House era of WWF was not something I was a part of. And I did go back and was watching back some of it. I watched like about half of the first event actually last week. It's, just kind of refresh, I guess, a little bit. And between that and we had an Ico Pro commercial, we had the ice cream sandwiches commercial.
Oh no, Sorg, we didn't have an Ico Pro commercial. We had Adam Cole recreating the Bret Hart Ico Pro commercial. It was word for word. It was shot for shot.
Yep.
Everything.
Yep. I mean, even crotchety Degeneration X trying to get in the AOL chat room. I mean,
I could have done without that.
Come on. It's all part. Come on. It's fine. It's fine.
And now, what they should have done was they should have said that Scarlett was the most downloaded woman on AOL.
Yes.
That's what they should have done.
Yes.
That's what they should have done. That's the joke you do. That's the joke you do. You don't do the either that or you say I don't know, some maybe not Scarlett because she's too new, but Eva Marie is the most downloaded woman on AOL. Just something. I don't know. It would have to be something.
It could be
or Mandy Rose.
Mandy Rose or why can't I remember her name right now? Zack Ryder's
Chelsea, yeah.
Chelsea Green, yeah, like completely, right? By the way, also good of this week, disheveled Robbie E.
Yeah.
Getting fired unceremoniously, and then looks like he hasn't slept since, huddled up next to the NXT letters. There was
he basically looked like everyone else doing quarantine.
He does. He just looks like the rest of us.
Who I thought it was for a hot second, and I got real hype?
Harvey Whippleman?
No, I thought it was Chet Cheddarfield.
What?
From oh god, why can't I think of it? The 80s wrestling bit they did with Lance Catamaran.
Oh.
Why can't I think of the name?
Fandango's guy.
Why can't I think of the Fed?
Southpaw?
I thought Southpaw Regional Wrestling.
Yeah.
I thought it was Fandango's character from that. And I was like, are we doing a crossover with NXT and Southpaw? Because yes, and or please. Honestly, that's what SummerSlam should be. Just say fuck it to everything else. Have Southpaw Regional Wrestling versus NXT. And get guys from Raw and SmackDown doing whatever crazy, weird 80s gimmicks they want to do. And, I want to see Cheddarfield and Mauro Ranallo on commentary. That's my dreamscape right there.
Yeah, NXT, really had a sweet spot on a lot of things. Stuff I needed to see in pro wrestling right now. Between a lot of those matches, Keith Lee and Gargano was amazing.
Sorg. I would like to point out that it's good that the In Your House set upgraded for the times and got a doorbell cam.
I noticed that. Well, I'm looking at their fight over, is that a Ring doorbell? And then they've switched to the shot from the doorbell camera.
It was perfect.
There was the shot of it looked like Gargano was changing his Nest thermostat before he came out to the ring.
And did you see what he changed it to?
No,
69.
I didn't.
Nice.
Oh,
and he had a picture of Doc Hendricks up.
Yes.
All of that, everything about that was amazing.
Yes. I thought we were in they made it look like we were just still in a promo, didn't they? And it was just why does he have Doc Hendricks in his apartment? But okay.
Yeah. The only thing we needed was the pay-per-view hype guys sitting in inflatable NXT chairs in the crowd. That's all we needed.
Yeah.
That's all we needed. That would have been great.
So good. So thank you for that. Whoever is behind those ideas coming through, and that's throwback.
You know who?
You know who? Paul?
You know who?
Is that Paul?
That's Borash.
That's Borash?
I would imagine that's Borash.
So,
Borash and Triple H, a combo of those two.
I enjoyed the Backlot Brawl.
Yeah, so did I.
I did.
It was cheesy, but when you announce a Backlot Brawl and you don't there's only two ways that goes: violent and cheesy. Violent, not necessarily great for the context right now. Cheesy is perfect.
Did you have trouble watching the match?
No.
Really? It didn't bother you? Okay, that must be me. I want to see if anybody else was. I understand it was being shot cinematic. It's several different kinds of cameras, but that started becoming distracting and noticeable, at least when they got to the ring parts, for me. But no, generally though,
I could have done without the ring. I'll say that.
Yeah, it was all weird.
I could have done without the actual ring, especially since it didn't play much of a factor into the finish. Like I could have done without the actual ring. That's the only gripe I'll have about it. But otherwise, I thought it was fine. I do wish the Uber driver was R-Truth instead.
Yes. Yeah.
We had said that during our live chat.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah.
So you guys tried out. So you guys did try Facebook Rooms. So we had another production that popped up out of nowhere Sunday night. So we couldn't do our usual kind of stream situation. Did that work out well for you guys?
Yeah, it was all right. It was a little weird because we didn't Facebook doesn't give you a notification who's popping in.
Yeah.
And wasn't people I knew.
yeah. I know there was
that was weird. But
okay.
Otherwise,
it also does invite everybody in the Facebook group. So there's literally people that we don't know in there. So which is kind of interesting.
Chachi did show up at some point.
Nice. A lot of cameos.
I asked him if he put pickles on things.
He does.
But,
he has, by the way, new news. He has doubled down on pickling things. I gotta stop saying it that way. Pickling.
No, we don't.
No,
we don't. No.
Pickling on things. He forwarded his Game Journey website. He ended the Game Journey.
Now, see, you know what he should do? He should go in reverse order and just put pickles on all those games.
Oh, does this video game play better with a pickle in my mouth?
Yeah, exactly.
Chachi, let us know. So, In Your House was great. SmackDown still doing weird things, appears. I watched about half of that.
But Sorg, no Forgotten Sons.
There
were no Forgotten Sons in that show.
So you're telling me they were forgotten again? I
barely remembered them. So I mean that's positive.
I could never spell his name, so it doesn't matter.
I sadly can. There's an X and a Y where you don't think they would be.
Yeah. So that was good. AEW has just been spot on for me lately, at least. But I've always been a fan. So
it's okay. I don't like that they're pushing Mike Tyson. It's unnecessary to the entire product, and it slows up anything Jericho's doing. Like just say you don't have a plan for Jericho. Just say you don't have a plan for him, because that's fine. Because he was supposed to have this time off because he was supposed to be touring with Fozzy.
Right.
So they don't have an end game in mind for Jericho. They don't have an A game in mind for Jericho.
Well,
if Fighter Fest with Mike Tyson, and they call it Fighter Fest with not spelled FYETE, I'm gonna be very upset.
No, it's still Fighter Fest. Now Fighter Fest, is just they're going the Impact Wrestling route with this.
No, I know. They're doing it on 2 episodes of Dynamite, but I'm saying if they alter the name because there's an actual fighter there in Mike Tyson, I'm gonna be very upset, because I don't want to see Tyson versus Jericho.
No,
I know exactly what that match is.
Yeah.
When it was Mayweather versus Big Show, it was completely different, because Mayweather wasn't afraid to poke fun at himself, and the size disparity actually made it interesting. Mike Tyson's just going to knock Jericho the fuck out, and I don't care. I saw that 10 years ago on Raw.
We did, and that's why we're doing this again. I appreciate them doing the callback, because it's literally something I forgot about.
It's something all of us forgot about, Sorg, because it wasn't memorable.
Okay.
It wasn't memorable. This isn't like Shawn Michaels getting revenge on Mike Tyson for costing him the title, because that's what the original segment was with Jericho. But I don't know. It's unnecessary, and especially with as problematic as Mike Tyson himself is, maybe now's not the time to promote someone who allegedly does what he did.
Right. Yeah, I'm with
And
you
I
on
say
that.
allegedly, even though he fucking did it.
He did his time for the thing he was accused of, correct?
Doesn't matter.
But he did his time.
Yeah. You still shouldn't be celebrated as a guy who likes to punch people really hard. Like, unless it's in the context of an actual sporting event,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe read the room a little bit.
You're big on this read the room thing lately.
Sorg, we all need to read the room now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We all should have been reading the room.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, like NXT read the room. They were like, hey, we need a nice dose of nostalgia crap. Let's give the In Your House set. Let's do ice cream bars. Let's do Bugenhagen, like, shoving an ice cream sandwich into his face and screaming.
Bugenhagen?
Like, yeah, Bugenhagen.
Wait, did I miss Bugenhagen? What is this?
Did you miss Bugenhagen?
Is that who?
They did 2 ice cream sandwiches.
Oof.
And ice cream sandwich spots.
I didn't catch this Bugenhagen's name apparently at some point here.
Do you not know who Bugenhagen is, Sorg?
What, do I? Wait,
Oh,
did I miss the Bugenhagen?
Oh, Bugenhagen was like, he was like the Jeremy Lin of NXT. He came in, he was on NXT for like 2 episodes. He did air guitar with Matt Riddle.
Oh, wait.
There it is.
Wait. Oh, wait. Is he the guy in the cage with him, Riddle?
No. Like a year ago, he did air guitar with Matt Riddle when they both got eliminated from a battle royal.
Oh, huh.
Sorg, we talked about Bugenhagen for like 3.5 weeks.
Are you really?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't.
I think he's called Rick Boogs now, but
Rick Boogs.
all right. When we're done, we're just gonna do a nice little Google on Bugenhagen, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, right, that guy."
Boogs the bounty hunter?
Nope.
No.
Bugenhagen.
Okay.
Spelled like it sounds.
Exactly how you think that should go. Boog and Hagen.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
But also Dave is pointing out that Mia Yim and Keith Lee with their outfits.
mm-hmm.
See, that's reading the room. Keith
Yes.
Lee having a Black Lives Matter gear, and Mia Yim coming out with the Central Park 5 t-shirt. That's reading the room, and that's reading the room correctly.
There you go. Yes. Use your platform.
Exactly.
Good. Use your platform for good.
And if AEW is really as progressive as they say they are, they shouldn't be promoting a wife beater. Just saying.
Yes, they should be taken to task for that. Speaking of which, I'll throw this shout out. I have not listened to this.
Wait. No, that's the wrong transition.
No, speaking of the thing before the thing you said, you know what?
That's the wrong transition.
Speaking of reading the room, speaking of reading the room, Tina's shouted out. I'm hoping I get a chance to listen to this before tomorrow's show. But I understand from the group that the New Day podcast. I think they're talking about recent events. And I understand they got very real with things. Mm-hmm. So and I think that's the biggest thing right now is I hope seeing through the eyes of the wrestling lens, I suppose, is more identifiable for people, at least listeners to this show. This is for everything going on. So I'm going to recommend the New Day podcast should already be in your playlist. Let's be honest about
if you're not listening to a New Day podcast, stop listening to our shit and listen to a New Day podcast.
Yeah, you should probably do that. Yeah, definitely.
Come back to us.
Yeah. I mean, we can all be in the list together. I mean, come on.
Yes.
So just please rate and review us.
All pods matter.
Because no. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
That was a bad joke.
That was bad. That was a misread of the room right there.
It was a bad joke.
Okay. I might have to edit that out. Okay. All right. Just got a little sweaty for some reason.
Raw. Do you want to know what happened on Raw?
Yeah, I do. I saw
not a whole hell of a lot.
I enjoyed so as much as I know.
Charlotte Flair was, I think, on the show for literally almost an hour.
Okay, now see, I only watched the match, and I enjoyed as we had a guest here and everything, what was going on with things. And the reason I didn't watch Raw was because we had to reschedule stuff because of things going on last week, and we had I don't even have it on me. The Devil Budokan book. It came out. I got my copy over the weekend. We had Potter referee. He has many names: Robert Parker Williams, Bobby Williams. So I love. So he did a book on Devil Budokan, a fellow that passed, probably I think 2006, 2007, and it's a story about that. A lot of pictures of those days and history and recollections. I'm going to put this out there just as a little teaser for the show. If you didn't see a stream tonight, or it'll drop on the podcast on Thursday on Indie Mayhem show. His brother, I don't know if you know this, because you met Potter before at the shows, right, Mike? You know what I'm talking about? He's the referee that looks like Harry Potter. If you went to,
fair enough. Okay,
there you go.
I don't think I've met him, but it sounds like I'd enjoy him.
You're in the circle. Good guy.
Okay.
His brother is
Dudley Dursley?
No. His brother worked on X-Men Grand Design, if you're familiar.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
And he's been here in the studio for Comic Book Pit. So I love like the story of why he started doing books about his career. Was that like going to Christmas, like the parents would see the X-Men books and the stuff that the comic book brother did, and he has all of his stuff on video and YouTube, and so he made a book to show his family, and now it's the hit of the holidays.
Wow. So this is a deep sea and psychological project.
Oh yeah. So the first couple,
someone's got issues.
First couple,
literally and figuratively.
First couple books were just his career, like his wrestling career and his refereeing career. And then like the cover is bring it back around him with Chris Jericho, that time when Chris Jericho showed up in IWC a couple years ago. So and he's ref, all kinds of names and stuff. But no, it was a great story about that. And we had Glenn Spector on as well. Another guy that's very important to Mike. My first introduction to Chris Hero was seeing a feud of him and Wonder Man Glenn Spector on local Pittsburgh television with IWC when they're on TV. So that gives you context around like 2005 or 6. But that's all on YouTube. Go look them up. Great conversation we had over there. What was I was transitioning to?
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's why I missed Raw. What did I miss in the first 2 hours of Raw?
Well, the Iconics were lovely.
Always.
As they often are. We got a triple threat tag team match. Charlotte and Asuka versus the Iconics versus Boss and Hug Connection.
Okay.
So it was fine. The Iconics took the loss, which made my heart sad. But it's a go home show, so that typically means good things.
Okay.
Let's see. Did you see the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits decathlon?
I did not.
Oh boy. Well, spoiler alert, a decathlon is 10 events. Sorg, they were tied before this. How do you think it ended up?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the events they
classic
had...
50-50 booking, right?
Yeah. There were some okay gags. There were, let's see, I'm trying to remember all the events. There was a shot put, there was a pole vault, there was a 100-meter dash, there was sword fighting, there was pole fighting, there was turkey leg eating, there was a dance off.
The fuck?
Yeah, standard Olympic decathlon, Sorg.
Okay.
Standard stuff. I'm trying to think of what else there was. That was mostly it. But yeah, it was hurdles. There were hurdles, and Ivar ran through all the hurdles and thought he won. He did not.
Okay.
Basically, the whole thing just showed off how athletic the Street Profits actually are.
Okay.
Which is fine. Although they missed a joke, and I'm very upset that they missed this joke. Okay. So the first event was the 100-meter dash. It was Montez Ford against Ivar. And Sorg, you've seen X-Men First Class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know the gimmick in X-Men First Class where Charles Xavier is racing Beast,
Yes.
and Xavier's beating him before Beast takes off his shoes, right?
Okay.
And then Beast takes off his shoes, he stretches his beastly feet, and he laps him, right?
Okay. Okay.
They did the same gimmick in this, but I would have given the segment carte blanche to do whatever they want if when Montez lapped him, he said on your left. I would have given them carte blanche to do whatever they want for the rest of the segment if that was the gimmick that we got.
Okay.
But and the dance off, Montez Ford danced to Shawn Michaels theme music.
Okay.
Ivar danced to Fandangos, which gave me PTSD flashbacks of the Raw after WrestleMania, where I was stuck in a train for an hour and a half with everyone in the train singing fucking Fandango's theme song.
Yep. The night it started.
But it also it led me to a tweet from I think Brandon Stroud who said Montez Ford dancing to Shawn Michaels theme music just makes me want Montez Ford to be the next Shawn Michaels. And then I envisioned Bianca Belair as his Sherry Martel, and I got real hype about it.
These are good. These are all good ideas.
Yeah, I mean we have them. From
so
time to time.
Montez is going to be the breakout of this tag team, right? Like it's kind of inevitable, right?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Angelo Dawkins was in FCW.
Mm-hmm.
That's how long he was in developmental.
Yeah.
He was in FCW.
Hey, he's doing good stuff now. You know, good for him.
Great stuff now, and he was always very talented. He just stir the pot. Oh, there was also Flip Cup. That was one of the other decathlon events.
Jeez. Mike,
standard decathlon. There was a bunch of MVP and Lashley stuff. None
saw
of it.
That. Saw a little bit of that. All right, Mike. Something more
yeah.
important.
Yes.
Something very more important. It's not the Lego update.
Okay, because there isn't one right
Good.
now.
Okay. Because I brought you this to the table because we need something. We need a palate cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
I finished Gotham this afternoon.
So what'd you think?
I'm happy with it. I'm happy.
Weird fucking show, right?
Weird fucking show.
Uh-huh.
I forgot, and I picked up, I think the last season and a half I hadn't watched. And I forgot how gruesome this thing is for a network show.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like, what the fuck? A lot of times when you see some of the gore in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And the No Man's Land stuff was interesting. I didn't really care for how they did Bane.
Yeah, not the best. I still maintain Batman and Robin did the best version of Bane.
Jeez.
I maintain this.
You can maintain that. That can be what you're going with. By the way,
I can understand him.
By the way, Regina's in the chat room saying she'd be a triple gold medal Olympian if Flip Cup was an option. I
believe it.
Yeah. Okay.
I believe it, and I would want her to represent not only Badger County but the entire nation.
There you go. So I thought it was spot on. The kind of revelations and changing of Jeremiah into Joker, which they still didn't even say the name. Kind of more or less.
Yeah, he's as much of the Joker as Joaquin Phoenix was the Joker.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're not going to have that conversation. We're not going there. But no, I thought it was spot on. It was a wonderful way to end that show. I could have done without the dream sequence dying Jim Gordon episode when he has a trial in his mind episode. It was like, oh, we're just filling this episode order at this point. But I made a comment, and I forget who it might have been Potter or somebody else maybe that was about how it's become so comical how many times everybody teams up and then immediately stabs each other in the back.
Yeah,
like it's the charm of the show to a point. Although it seemed like they're just kind of popping some people off at the end just because of the end of the show.
What Poison Ivy actress was your favorite? Because there were 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. That got weird, too.
I honestly think that was an interesting thing to do with Poison Ivy and something I haven't seen in the comics before.
No.
Where like she forms like a chrysalis around herself and evolves. Like that's kind of actually really cool.
Yeah, it is. It is. I also get confused because they give her a different name in this one, but in the end we just have wacky different characters, and it's also weird to me that we have a 10-year spoiler alert, I guess, that we have a 10-year gap, and thankfully that means because there were a
10-year gap just so we can show that hey, there's an actual Batman at the end of this.
Yes, and that's how long it took because he definitely wasn't there. I was like, this dude just gonna throw a cowl on at the end of No Man's Land, and thankfully that's not what happened.
But see, the thing is, I thought 10 years was too long.
Me too.
Based on everything that he had gone through.
Yeah. I felt like 5 years would have been more digestible, but okay. All right. But though, yes, I need to see the Harley Quinn animated show. But I got to catch up on Doom Patrol since that just dropped on HBO Max. I hear amazing things about that show.
Sorg. I have a question. Have you ever wanted to see a town have an orgasm?
A town have an orgasm?
Yep. That's all I'm going to say. It happens. Remember how I told you Gotham was the weirdest fucking show I've ever watched?
Mm-hmm.
Doom Patrol said, hold my fucking beer.
Have you watched Supernatural extensively?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. I don't... You can tell me Supernatural mentioned me by name as the big bad in a season.
What?
And cast me as someone else, and Doom Patrol would still be 1,000%.
No, that's wrong because that's obviously Fight Underground. But anyways,
yes.
Yes. So
sorry, I finished Avatar.
You finished Avatar. You've re-finished Avatar.
No, my first time watching it.
Oh, you hadn't seen it before.
I had never seen it.
I'm sorry. I think I kind of blew you off when you told me about it before because I thought it was a rewatch.
Yeah. No, I had never seen it. It was delightful.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. Is it?
Yeah.
So, I don't even know where to start with it because it's such a
worthy of
show.
the hype. I will say, one of the best episodes of animated television I've ever seen is the play episode, where they go to see the play, where they basically recap an entire 2.5 seasons.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately amazing.
Have you?
And I'm like, I don't know how they got all that detail.
Did you pick up on some of the voice actors during the course of the show?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that was the first time.
There's definitely one sitting there where we're like watching it. I'm just like, that's fucking George Takei.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
But yeah, Avatar is great. Yeah, that was lovely.
Fantastic.
It was lovely.
I'm glad you're on board.
Fantastic.
I'm glad you're on board. Now you gotta go watch Dragon Prince.
The fuck is Dragon Prince?
If you loved Avatar and you like fantasy, dragony stuff, magic-y stuff,
depends on it. Depends.
I want you to give a good first season try of Dragon Prince, and if you don't fall in love with that, I have nothing for you.
Where is this Dragon Prince?
That's a Netflix. It's a Netflix exclusive, and it's from the people that did Avatar.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool.
It's something like 3 seasons, and
Okay.
just roll with it. Roll with
Okay.
it. It's good. It's if you like your complicated characters that you don't want to go over to the dark side, and you follow them, this one's for you. This one's for you. Then
like, it's weird. It's weird because like the first time I watched the first episode of Avatar, I immediately knew what the ending of the series was going to be. Like, I immediately knew. I'm like, oh, okay, this is Vegeta, the long con version. Got it.
Yeah, kinda. And I will always put out.
Say, like, oh my god, I don't even know who my favorite character on the show is. Like, because sometimes it's Toph, sometimes it's Saga. it's almost never Aang. Sometimes it's some like
yeah. If you like those, I will also give shout out some of my favorite stuff that's been on there. The Dragon Prince, of course. The Voltron series is very, very good. It doesn't matter if you watch the first one.
I tried watching that.
Really?
I didn't get into it.
It's worth the getting into it, and She-Ra also is very, very good. Don't go into She-Ra expecting to get He-Man ties. There will be some fun references. There will be some fun references for you, but like it's its own thing. It's
and Regina's saying it's Appa. Appa's the best character, and not incorrect.
No, not good. I love the oh man, Mad Mike's on a slippery slope of becoming an anime weeb.
To be fair, I've been on that slippery slope since I first was working at Toys R Us and saw, what is this Dragon Ball Z figure with a weird character that has a third eye?
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this? Like, as seen on Toonami. What the fuck is Toonami? Oh, Toonami's on Cartoon Network. Okay, and then next time on Dragon Ball Z, and then it just that turned into a long progression of me using Prodigy and early AOL to find out when the new VHS tapes of Dragon Ball were dropping, because I was tired of watching the fucking Vegeta saga over and over again, and me stalking my local FYE to be like, did you get the one copy of the new Dragon Ball Z tape in yet, motherfucker?
Wow.
But yeah.
Wow. So for me, it was the lobby of the Art Institute had it on every day. So between classes, there was always going to be an episode of Dragon Ball Z on.
Fuck you. God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Regina says, yep, motherfucker. And
yep, I motherfucker.
I can't.
They're talking about heavy metal in the chat right now.
Yep.
Oh my
I've
god.
Not seen that.
You've not seen heavy metal?
No.
Sir, I don't. We gotta find what streaming service it's on. It's probably HBO Max, and I want to live watch that with you. I haven't watched it in years, okay. And it was one of those like you had to watch it when you were a teenager, because at the time. So we could talk for hours on the weird, saddest, most devastating anime series. Yes, and then there's that point where they had. I found the anime section in my local video store. I'm like, oh, cool. I like Dragon Ball. I want to see what this stuff is. We picked the wrong stuff. It was like La Blue Girl. This, I mean, that seems very anime, and you know what La Blue. I'll just let you guys Google it, and leave it for yourself. And this was like, and I bought it. Like, it wasn't just like I put this in and I'm by myself watching this thing. Like, it was like, guys, let's have an anime night. Here's a bunch of random anime I just rented from the video store on VHS in 1998. La Blue Girl was the first one we put in. And then the palate cleanser was Dragon Half. And, yeah.
So, I didn't watch a lot of anime when I was a kid. But I found stuff that was anime-like. I'm talking Eon Flux.
Yes.
I'm talking The Max.
Yes.
I'm talking
Influenced.
what was Head?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Head?
Mm-hmm.
And Spawn.
Oh, Spawn.
Those were the closest things I got to watching anime, just because I didn't have access to stuff otherwise.
I do believe the entire Spawn HBO series is actually on Netflix.
I thought it was on HBO Max.
Maybe that's where I swore I just saw it on Netflix. Spawn. You know what? You're right. They might have moved it. I knew I saw it somewhere, but because it was never on HBO itself for the longest time, even though it was an HBO series. Yeah. So I don't know how people are with Spawn in general, but you're right. It is on HBO Max.
Oh, so, yeah, it is.
Oh, my God. That might be worth a rewatch.
To my list.
That was some heavy shit. It is about 3 seasons, and I think all the seasons are like 6 episodes apiece.
Yeah.
It really kind of...
And I can't wait, because I've never seen any of the Studio Ghibli stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now that's all in HBO Max. I'm just going to pick a night and just watch.
Might have to jump into some of that. Might have to jump into that.
Sorg, we should do a watch party of Studio Ghibli movies.
Fill in my dance card every day, sir.
Spirited Away watch party. Let's.
I have watched Spirited Away, I believe. So yeah, but because they used to have those on the sci-fi anime block like Saturday mornings.
Mm-hmm.
Heavily edited, but a lot of fucked up stuff. Mike, we've been at it for a while.
By the way, I've realized we're living in the time of Akira, basically.
Are we?
Yeah. Akira virus, coronavirus, same shit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we just have to find out who our Tetsuo is and take him the fuck out.
So I got to rewatch that with the new context again. I did rewatch that just like a couple of years ago too. So because I loved it. It's one of those movies that you loved, you watched it, but you didn't really understand it.
Yeah.
And the original Ghost in the Shell took like a rewatch 10 years later from like, oh, that's what that was about.
Oh, and also Cowboy Bebop is still on Hulu.
Yes, it's still on Hulu. I pull it up every once in a while to reminisce about the good old days of watching it on Sunday nights on Adult Swim, because that's a you know how you like go back and watch like the old Ninja Turtles movie or Ghostbusters because that's like a comfort movie for you. Like that's Cowboy Bebop for me. Like
Fair.
It is the pitch perfect Americanized or anime doing Americanized Western shit. Seconded,
and they made it live action with Firefly, so that was nice.
I guess it kind of was when they are doing live action on Netflix. So I'm curious to see how that turns
now
out.
all we need is animated Firefly, and we're set.
Also, yes, it's comics. Also worthwhile. Since we're going on this weird, Trigun's very good, and not like.
I've seen a little bit of Trigun, not much, but a little bit. I enjoyed what I saw.
I have tried.
But that was back. It was like in college. My roommate was a big anime head, and he was one who showed me like Cowboy Bebop and stuff. And he had one disc of Trigun, and I'm like, "Who's this Vash the Stampede character? And why does he look like a Super Saiyan?"
Well, that's half anime. One that I cannot get through, and I've started it like 3 times. Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay.
My brother's all about it. Like, it's one of those, like, explain to me this shit with Full Metal Alchemist.
I've been told to start Naruto. I've never seen it.
I hear Naruto too. I've tried playing the Naruto and the Jump Force games because they're on Game Pass, and I'm just like I'm not into this enough to love this. This isn't working for me right now, and Goku sounds weird.
Isn't it the same voice actor though?
I think it's all the original Japanese voice actors, which is vastly different, and I'm just not used to
it. You mean
it.
the voice actress?
Whatever it is,
it's a lady doing.
Also,
Goku in the
just noticed the other day, Xander Gabriel has a giant Kid Goku tattoo on his upper leg.
Excellent.
Throwing that out there. So he's got a bunch of cool fucking tattoos.
So he thinks GT is canon then.
I think it was. Oh, okay. Before we get into that debate, Mike, Mad Mike 4883 on the Twitters.
You know what? Get HBO Max if you have it.
You probably have it already and don't know it.
I'm serious. Check and see if you or whoever you steal HBO from. Check and see what their provider is.
Yes.
You may already have HBO Max. If you do me a fucking solid. Start watching Doctor Who. Report to me after you love it. Thank you. And good night.
I also have one here because I've never got the balls to try to watch it. Catwoman with Halle Berry.
Oh, you've never seen it?
I've never seen it.
Let's do a watch party for that.
Or I gotta want to do that.
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
It is sizzling garbage.
We might have to do a private watch party for that on Friday or something.
Or can we do a double feature of Catwoman and Green Lantern, please?
Oh man.
Come on, it'll be great.
Maybe. Maybe.
It'll be great.
Jeez. Guys, thank you so much. Always fun. Whatever this show has become, I see you guys popping in here through the night.
When Raw gets more interesting, we will talk more about it.
Yes, exactly. So in the meantime, we have plenty of stuff to watch. Guys, at Sorgatron on the Twitter, please check out everything WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Support our friends on the COVID page over at IndieWrestling.us. Sorry, somebody else got the site wrong on a different show, so I'm making sure I got it right. So we'll see you guys next time. Mayhem out.